the map of maybe 10-year-old Kai didn't believe in adventures. Not since his explorer parents vanished on an expedition to the Cloud Peaks, leaving only a crumpled map and a compass that spun in circles. Now, he lived with his practical Aunt Margot in the sleepy port town of Seabreeze, where the biggest excitement was watching gulls steal fish. But everything changed the day Kai found the Whisper Shell tucked inside his mother's old satchel hidden beneath socks and spare buttons. The shell hummed when held to the ear, not with ocean sounds, but with voices, his parents, faint but clear, saying, "Follow the tides, trust the maybe." That night, the shell glowed, projecting a shimmering map onto his bedroom wall, a path leading not to the Cloud Peaks, but out to sea, to the Isle of Driftwood, a place sailors called the island that isn't there. Kai packed a backpack, rope, dried mangoes, his broken compass, and the shell. At dawn, he borrowed Old Man Finn's leaky rowboat, the Maybe, and pushed off into the fog. The sea was restless. Waves slapped the hull, and the compass spun wildly. But the shell pulsed warmly in his pocket, guiding him toward a swirling mist bank. Inside, the world turned strange. Jellyfish lit the water like lanterns, seagulls flew backward, and time felt stretchy. On the Isle of Driftwood, nothing stayed put. Trees walked on root legs, rivers flowed uphill. A talking hermit crab named Barnaby scuttled up, wearing a thimble hat. "Lost landlubber," he rasped. "This island only appears for those who almost believe. I need to find my parents," Kai said, voice trembling. Barnaby clicked his claws. "Then you'll need more than a map. You'll need to listen to the wind, the waves, and especially to yourself." The island tested him. A bridge of singing kelp demanded he share a secret fear. "I'm scared they left on purpose," he whispered, and the kelp bloomed. A cave of echoes forced him to say his parents' names out loud, over and over, until his voice stopped shaking. And when a tide of doubt threatened to wash him away, he remembered his dad's words: "An explorer isn't fearless. They just keep going anyway." Deep in the island's heart, Kai found it. A cairn of smooth stones, each etched with a message. His parents hadn't vanished. They'd been trapped by a rogue current, stranded for months. They'd left the shell as a beacon, hoping someone who loved them would dare to follow the Maybe. But the island began to fade. The tide was turning. "Go," Barnaby urged. "The path home only lasts as long as your courage." Kai sprinted back to the Maybe, the shell blazing in his hand. As he rode through the mist, the compass finally stilled, pointing not north, but home. He returned at sunset, exhausted but changed. Aunt Margot stood on the dock, arms crossed, then opened them wide. "You went looking for them," she said softly, tears in her eyes, "just like they'd have done for you." Kai showed her the messages. They weren't lost. They were waiting. And now they had a real Mapand, a son who believed in maybe. Weeks later, a rescue boat set sail with Kai at the bow. Barnaby perched on his shoulder he'd stowed away in a boot, and the Whisper Shell singing in his pocket. The sea stretched ahead, vast and unknown, but Kai wasn't afraid. He knew now that the greatest adventures aren't about finding faraway places, they're about discovering the courage you carry inside, and the love that always points you home.